What's going on, guys? It's Groove, back with another book review, and today we're on part 2 of Think Like a Monk. So in part 2, he goes over growth, how to discover your purpose in life. So what is your purpose? So your purpose is your natural talents and gifts. Like, everybody is good at something, or they lean towards doing something that's easier for them and not others. And he says those are, the things that you should lean into. And with that, he goes into when your gifts and talents combine with what the universe needs, that's when you're living in something called dharma. Dharma is a certain route that you take to fulfilling your purpose in life. Your passion plus your expertise plus your usefulness equals dharma. We can have our passions, but we also need to be useful to others. When you're passionate about something and you're really happy and you're like, this is what I love to do, and then others are interested in that, when you can combine the two of those, that's when you're living in dharma. So when it comes to discovering your purpose, you need to sit with yourself and become self-aware. Ask yourself questions. What do I like to do? What's easy for me? What do I find myself doing for hours? And then I look up and I'm like, wow, the time has passed. I didn't even realize it. After you become aware of these skills and talents, you will find your way. Like, you will discover your purpose. He says there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's like, you will discover your purpose. Once you do discover your purpose, you need to pursue it. So many people know what they're good at and what they like to do, but then they don't do it. They do nothing about it. They just kind of live a life of regret. They just continue working their job knowing they would rather do something else, and they never pursue it. So I thought that was really good that he made sure to tell you to, once you've figured out what you like to do, go ahead and pursue that thing. Chase it. Go after it. Our time on this earth is limited, and we shouldn't spend it living somebody else's dharma. He also said that your dharma doesn't hide itself from you. When you become self-aware, you'll sit there and you'll realize that it was there all along. Once you've discovered your dharma and what you're supposed to be doing, this will create a deep satisfaction in life, and that will take you down the route to happiness. Because we just all believe that we just need to chase success to be happy. And he's like, once you've figured out your dharma and what you're meant to do, what your purpose is, that's where the happiness comes from. You don't always just have to drop what you're doing to, chase your dharma or chase your purpose. You can find your dharma within your work. Again, if you like to teach people or mentor, try to find a position at your job where you can teach people how to do things or mentor them on the job. You don't just have to quit your job to go chase your purpose somewhere else. He's like, you can fit your dharma into your current work, what you're doing, your current career. I thought that was pretty interesting too, because again, most people will just tell you quit the job and just go chase your dreams. He's like, you can keep your career and find your purpose within your career. Maybe just at a different position or something like that. Now again, when it comes to living in your dharma, he wants you to chase that and pursue it, because he believes that, people who aren't living in dharma is like a fish out of water. It'll die if it's not in the water, obviously. So he's like, you need to pursue your dharma, otherwise you will die. You will be unhappy. You will just be kind of like a zombie just moving through life. We all need to, lean into our dharma and our purpose and chase that and live in that. And that's where we will find meaning. That's where we will find happiness. Again, relating that to a fish out of water. Like, most people today are fish out of water, working a 9 to 5, just kind of like, it's Monday again. Can't wait for the weekend. Like, you're not supposed to be living just for 2 days out of the week and then you hate the other 5. We shouldn't be living like that. And again, so many people are just living like fish out of water because they're not trying to figure out what their dharma is. He talks about creating routines, getting up early in the morning, becoming a more productive person, working out. Make sure you get on a routine. Then that way you're not wasting your time, you're not wasting your life. You're growing, you're always being productive, you're always doing something new. Don't waste your time. It's the weekend, I'm gonna sit on the couch all weekend. We need to create meaning in our lives and not just waste it. Just sitting on the couch doing nothing, that's not where happiness is. And then the last part when it comes to growth, he talks about treating yourself with care. Talk to yourself with kindness, just like you do when you see somebody else. You may be kind to them, but then maybe you talk bad about yourself, like, oh, I'm not the best, or I can't do that. And he's like, talk to yourself with care and kindness like you would anybody else. Talk to yourself with love. So many people don't love themselves. Like, you need to really sit down and you need to love you, love yourself, love what you're doing, love where you're going in life. And he says this is really important. And so yeah, that's part 2 when it comes to growth on Thinking Like a Monk. Hopefully you guys stick around for part 3. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in that next one. Peace.